Should you join a franchise or start your own independent business? This is part 2 of a 2-part series video about reasons why you should go with a franchise versus going independent. So if you have not seen the first video where I talked the reasons you should join a franchise, check it out. I will leave the link in the description of this video. Today we're going to talk mainly about the reasons why you should go independent. My name is Joe Souza. I am a partner at Friendship Consultants, where we help individuals vet and ultimately invest into franchises that are purpose-driven. Reason number 1, you have total creative freedom. And this is a big deal for a lot of people because they have this logo they love or certain shapes or colors that they want to stick with, and they don't want to have to obey by something that's already created. They want to have the freedom to choose fonts, logos, images, colors. In an independent business, you have all the freedom you want, where in a franchise, you would really have to comply with the image that the franchisor have established already. No royalty fees, so you don't have to pay anybody for the use of their brand, know-how, their tutorials, their training. So you keep 100% of your profits. And this is a big deal for a lot of people that don't like the idea that they have to pay royalties back to the franchisor. Some franchisors have royalties around 4 or 5 or 6 7%, and sometimes they even have what we call the marketing fee, which are fees on top of the royalties. So you may end up paying anywhere between 5 and 10% of your total monthly income back to the franchisor. So if you like the idea that you can just look into trainings and manuals and you can buy them out from consultants and run your business that way and not have to pay royalties in the long term back to a franchisor, having an independent business is definitely the way to go. Flexibility to pivot. If you own an independent business, you can make changes at any given time. So examples are anything related with your brand. So let's say you started with the logo and you want to rebrand because you're expanding to a place where your logo doesn't make any sense. You can do that. Don't have to ask anybody. It's easy. It's fast. With a franchise, that's just not going to happen because the franchisor is not going to change their branding to please just one franchisee. They have established the brand and they're not going to allow that. Potential for massive upside. Let's say you create something that's unique, something that has a lot of demand, something that people can relate to, and you have a great brand around, and you have great manuals and protocols. So you may have created something that you can scale very quickly and it can turn into massive business, and you can scale really quickly across different states, across even internationally, and you wouldn't have to ask permission to do any of that because I guess all the existing franchises today, they all started that way. Someone running a business that turned out to be a great business model, and it got to a point that it was worth it just to turn into a franchise. So you could actually be creating something that's very unique and with a lot of demand, and you may end up actually being a franchisor one day if your brand and if your services have a lot of demand in the market. And last, you would have full control over culture and the standards of your business. And this, for a lot of people, it's a big deal because say if you join a franchise and the franchisor and the leadership have values that do not align with your values, this is something that could be a big problem. So if you have your own independent business and you have a set of values that you want to implement with your business culture, you can do. It's your business. You can do whatever you want. So if having your own values and your own standards is like a huge beneficial point for you to owning an independent business, that's awesome because that's where you're gonna get it. And this is it for this video series. And like I said, if you have not seen the reasons why you should join a franchise, please check that video. We'll leave it in the link in the description. If you decide that franchise is the best path for you, we will love to connect with you here at Friendship. That's all we do, and we'll help you along the way. So make sure to reach out to us, either checking our website at friendshipconsultants.com or just drop me an email at joe@friendshipconsultants.com. Till next time.